African boys come to Russia.
I love African boys.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I love African boys.
What up, this is Solo Traveler ORD, back with another video review. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, hit that bell while you're here. So with this review, we're gonna go over basically the videos of women from Western Europe, because a lot of those women in Western Europe, they're looking for men from the West. They're looking for men from all over, and they actually especially got some video images from women from Russia who's saying how they definitely like or really like black men or want them to come visit. So, but before we even get into those videos, we're going to go into this one video, American woman who has stuff to say about passport bros, and she has issues with them going to other countries looking for women. And of course, she has the regular things to say, the regular tropes that the fact that, you know, they're going for tourism, and just all that craziness and everything as usual. But let's go ahead and jump to the video, see what. So with this video, this woman, she had a lot to say about passport bros, the regular BS that they usually say. But this guy, he actually was clapping back at her. But basically, she was responding to this one message. This one guy said basically, women are just too masculine now. Since I'm straight, I choose to go overseas for femininity. Yes, we're with you, brother. We do understand. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Passport bros are just men who participate in tourism, intimacy tourism. Men who are passport bros say they can't get femininity, but what they really mean is subservience and an inability to leave, due to majority of the time going to poorer countries. And
you guys ever wanted an example of what a bitter hypocrite is, then this girl's face would be the picture. Auntie, are you trying to say that everyone should go be a passport bro and that you support passport bros? No, not where I'm going with this. As always, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown of her whole entire video. She says men who are passport bros are only doing it because they want somebody who is subservient and is unable to leave. Which I will say, I do know a handful of people who actually do go to these like impoverished countries solely because, these women are essentially like desperate. They need them. I think it's so funny because this girl who's saying that, literally, I just stitched a video of her saying this.
Why would I give you something for less when I have men who are willing to pay for vacations, shopping sprees, who are willing to do those things?
Yo, broke women. That's what it is, boy. Broke women energy. And she has the nerve to talk about women in other countries and how they are poor or whatever. They love to talk about women in other countries, but these women be dry begging. Like this has gotten to a point that like everybody has noticed the dry begging that these women are doing. So, yo.
You're going to judge a man for wanting to be with a woman who is valuing him for his money and the fact that he can provide for her. Then you in your previous video said that you'd be willing to leave a guy because there's plenty of guys out there that are willing to take you on trips and fancy dinners and this or that. You're willing to use a man for his resources, but when this girl is also being used, but it's actually benefiting both sides because she's using him for his resources, and I guess he's using her for, her youth and looks and the fact that maybe he is a little bit desperate. Who knows? The only difference between you and the girl in the passport bro situation is that you're not actually broke. You're just doing it because you don't have the capabilities to get the lifestyle that you want, so you're doing it through a man.
No, I'm sorry, I have to stop you there because you know what? Most of these women are broke. They are extremely broke. They just live this fantasy lifestyle. They make it seem like they don't have, like as if they got money and things is going well, but most of them don't got nothing in their checking account. Most of them are basically either living paycheck to paycheck or bumming it at one of their friends' house or even borrowing their clothes and things of that nature. So now these women, they be broke. And just like what he said, which is what I was thinking too, is that it's the fact that she's upset that men are leaving with their resources. She don't care about men. She just wants the resources that men have. So she's upset at the passport bros or men that are leaving because they're taking their resources and she's being left with men who don't really have much resources, and she don't like that.
You can't go on trips and, do all these expensive things, so you're getting it through a man. The same way this girl, who would be the passport bros girl in this example, can't have that lifestyle of whatever she wants, so she's getting it through this man. She goes on to say in a very long-winded way that most of these men don't have the capabilities of getting these women, so then Goes on to say in a very long-winded format that most of these men crave, feminine women, but they can't get that, so they have to go to a woman who can't escape and, needs them. And there is a good portion of men who are doing that. But the same thing could easily be said about you. You can't get a man who's masculine enough and capable enough to want to provide for solely you. So what does he have to do? He's got to go and pay for expensive trips and this and that, that you don't even ask for, just for the chance to hang out with you. And then he doesn't even marry you. Your inability to find an actual husband is the same reason these men are, unable to go find wives and have to go into different countries. I think it's ironic. In this video, she's shaming men who need to go to other countries, where they don't have anything, and then they have to provide all this stuff, and then the girl, therefore, gives them a relationship. And then in your previous video, you are doing a slightly different version of that. You understand that, right? I know you're not in an impoverished country and you technically have the means to leave, but like you flexing in your previous video that I have men willing to fly me here and take me out there and, not make me pay for this. Why would I want to be with another guy who would only pay for my Honda and not my, Porsche 911? We're being bought the same way that these women are being bought. The only difference is that these women actually are in horrible situations, where they might not be able to get out of it. You could, and you're just being bought. I'm not advocating for you guys to be passport bros. I personally don't really care. As you can see, she doesn't personally care when a man provides her with all this unnecessary stuff, and therefore she's, gonna have to go do some stuff with him. Then when it's another guy who found a little loophole, now you have an issue with it. But hey, what do you think?
Well, let's just say the truth. Most of these women are selling themselves. That's what they're doing. They're just modern day prostitutes out here selling themselves to the highest bidder for these relationships to get what they want. In the end, she's giving up the goods so that she could try to have some type of lifestyle that she really wants, that she cannot provide herself because she's too broke to even do it on her own. That's the reason why. And those types of women are upset at videos like this, of these women in other countries showing men that they actually do care and love for men. Because most of these women in the States, they don't like men. They really hate men. That's just how they feel. So check this out. It says, she tied that man's shoe. It's over for American women. Yes, it is. Once you take that first trip, it's over. It's hard for you to go back with American women. It's like you don't even have the, you don't even want to be bothered with them. It comes to a point that if you're back in the States, you will only deal with them if it becomes to be very easy and you don't have to do much effort. But besides that, if you have to put in a lot of effort for these women, you don't want to be bothered with them after from leaving to go overseas and having a good life out there. So let's go ahead and check it out. Y'all see that? You don't see that for American women. You barely see that. It's always the men have to do everything for the woman. There's nothing wrong with women doing that for a man, especially when he always does that for women. So she's been popping up a lot, talking about different women in different countries and telling men, just giving men a few educational information facts about what's going on. I don't know if you guys let me know what's up with her, if you guys have ran past her page and you guys believe half of the stuff that she's talking about, but let's go ahead and check this out.
Russian women and their love for black men. Many people are surprised to learn that Russian women genuinely love and appreciate black men. Listen to what some had to say in the video.
African boys come to Russia.
I love African boys.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I love African boys.
You have an African friend? African
He's
boys.
really sexy. I love African boys.
In cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg, it's not unusual to see Russian women drawn to black men, not just for appearance, but for their energy, confidence, and culture. Russian women are known for being loving, loyal, and emotionally deep. They value real connection, and many are open-minded when it comes to love. They don't judge by skin color, but by character. That's why many black men feel truly respected and welcomed in Russia. Whether through friendships, dating, or long-term relationships, Russian women often go out of their way to make their partners feel special. They're curious about African culture, warm in conversation, and serious when it comes to love. In a world that often divides people, Russian women show that love has no borders, and that real hearts recognize each other, no matter where they come from.
Yeah, I like what she said there. And that's what most men are looking for. They're looking for someone who actually will love them for them, that will look to spend time with them and not just try to use them to extract resources from them. Because we know too many times in the West, especially in the United States, that is what women want to do. They want to extract resources from men. Rather it be they want to play the long game as far as getting married, then getting a divorce and extract the resources from him that way, or playing the short game, try to put up false allegations and try to just do what they can to just take money away from men. It's just, everything is just a game just to take money from men. In a society that says that women, should be the same, that it's 50-50, but they allow a lot of these women to go around and just try to victimize men. So no longer are they the basically the victim. Now I'm saying that women cannot be a victim, because yes, there are women that actually are victims. But there are a lot of these predators, these women that will prey on men and take advantage of the system and will extract whatever resources you can from them. So that's what's going on in the West.
Russia is the safest country. And I would say this anywhere.
There are 11 million more women than men. So if you like Russian women, maybe it's time to pack your bags.
Wait, before watching, this is my backup account. Soon I'll post numbers of single European, Swedish, Netherlands, and Russian women. Follow Africa Facts for updates.
So check her out.
Yes, you heard it right. Russia has around 11 million more women than men, which naturally affects the dating scene. But what's more interesting is that many Russian women are genuinely attracted to black men. It's not just black men who admire Russian women. The interest goes both ways. Russian women are known for being loving, loyal, and not overly focused on money. They value emotional connection and strong relationships. Many black men who visit Russia say they feel appreciated and respected. Russia is also peaceful and safe for foreigners, especially those coming for love or serious relationships.
What do you mean? So they like you guys? Like,
Yeah, they love us.
they love colored guys.
Love us. They love colored
Where?
guys.
Where?
Because once you go black,
You can never go back.
black men come to Russia.
So Russia?
Come find your wives in Russia.
Yeah. They love you here, guys. All those.
Around. Russia is a very beautiful and peaceful nation. Like, you can peacefully move around. As an African, as a black here, there is nothing like a racism. You can walk with Russians. You live in the same, like we live in the same dormitory with Russians. We attend the same classes. We go to the same places. With Russians, we use the same transport. We pay the same amount for transport. We pay the same amount for services. We pay the same amount for groceries in the store. We go there. We work in the same places. If you are working with a Russian for a particular job, you and the Russians are going to get the same salary, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what? I've heard men saying the same thing. A lot of black men saying that they actually do like black men out there. But for those of you who have already been out there, leave a comment below. Let us know about your experience being in Russia. I haven't been to Russia yet, but that's one place I would like to go check out, but no time soon right now because of the war that's going on. So I want to be a part of that. But when things actually get to settle down and things are a lot better and there's peace going on, I would like to go visit Russia and see what's going on out there.
Did you know that many women in Lebanon are actively looking for serious relationships? Yes, Lebanon is a peaceful and beautiful country, home to many stunning, well-educated women. Some are lawyers, doctors, and professionals in different fields. But here's the issue. Dating in Lebanon has become very difficult for them. Many of these women say that most of the men around them are either gay, not serious about commitment, or just out to play games and waste time. Now watch this video and hear directly from them. And don't forget, after watching, make sure to like, comment, and share so you don't miss out on more updates like this.
So what's it like dating in Lebanon?
Dating is very hard, actually. We think there's no more guys available.
Yeah, because there's a lot of gays. There's a lot of people who want to play.
Yeah.
You know why they're saying that a lot of men are just playing around is because of the fact that there is so many women out there. When there is a plethora of women and men, it's like being in a candy store and everything is a penny. He get to go and have his way. So the men there are just living it up, having a good time. They have no reason to commit to one woman because for what? When he could get another one down the street at any moment of time. So that's why they're upset of that. But of course, it's harder in the West. So men, you know, passport bros are men that are looking for a good connection, someone to live with and to grow old with. Well, this is a great opportunity for men to go over there and to snatch up a woman. You know, one or two maybe. I don't know. I'm just joking there. But all I'm saying is that, yeah, that's what's going on. This is why there's this big disparity between men and women, why, you know, they feel the way they feel. I haven't been to Lebanon yet, but just from all these examples, I've seen this in other countries, why women start saying things like that.
No serious
Guys.
So there's no serious guys, there's a lot of gays, and there's a lot of guys that like to play.
Yeah, and we're not wasting our time.
And you're both.
Yeah, so go do your research, brothers. I'm not telling you just to run out there and, you know, try to find something, but, you know, always do your research. For me, I just love to explore different countries, and I wouldn't mind going there just to see what's up with the culture. You know, that's my biggest thing whenever I travel, is to, you know, sample the culture, from the food, from, you know, talking with the locals and see how everything is. So that's my biggest thing, but go check it out, see what's up.